So firstly, we wanted to discuss kind of which companies are good candidates, companies that are in a position to consider doing an ESOP, because not all companies are a fit. Um, Firstly, the attributes of a company relate to its ability to generate cash, because what an ESOP is it's a leverage buyout of your own business built off of future cash flows. So any privately held company, regardless of the structure, whether it's a C Corp, an S Corp, LLC, or partnership, can consider doing it as long as it has stable cash flows. As long as the company is profitable and is projecting future cash flows to the extent that it'll be able to pay off the acquisition debt, then it's a candidate. Um, the people who currently run the business, who typically own the business, either have to remain in leadership or at a minimum remain engaged at the board level for a period of time post-closing. And the reason is because when you sell your shares to an ESOP, you receive a combination of cash and seller notes and some synthetic equity. And it is a fair amount of time before you, as the selling shareholder, pull all of your value off the table. And while you have value still on the table at risk, you want control of the company and the ability to continue operating it as you do today. Size of business matters. We're looking for businesses that have a minimum, let's say, profit of $1 million and a minimum of 15 or more full-time non-union W-2 employees. If you're smaller than that, an ESOP is going to be inefficient, too much complexity, not enough juice in the squeeze. But once you hit that $1 million and 15 to 20 employees, it's worth a conversation. It's worth exploring whether or not it might be a fit. And then the only other factor in trying to decide if your business is viable is what the expectation of the enterprise value is. And by that, because these are leverage buyouts supported by the stable cash flows of the business, the enterprise value, the value of the business, really needs to be tied to the cash flows. Examples of companies where that does not exist are very often technology companies where the underlying IP of the business is worth, significantly more than the discounted cash flows that business is generating. And for a business like that, an ESOP is not going to be competitive. But for any traditional business where it's going to sell between, let's say, 6 and 10 times EBITDA, an ESOP is going to punch well above its weight in terms of the value it delivers to the selling shareholders.